Sixers went up 3-0.
Yep.
After tonight, 3-2. Toronto came back still 2 with Van Fleet out.
I was going to say without Van Fleet.
And now the Embiid injury came out after game 3 that he had the torn thumb or whatever.
It's always something with him. I hate to say it, it's always something. And it sucks.
I mean, we talked about that in the preview too. Is like, can you trust guys like Kevin Durant and Joel Embiid to stay healthy throughout the entire playoffs?
And it's just crazy because the Sixers scored 88 points tonight. Like, I'm looking at this right now. God, the bench is just abysmal for the Sixers. It's just horrible.
Well, and Harden is always bad in the playoffs.
He is. He's 4 for 11 tonight.
And I mean, he's on the decline. Like, it's official now. Like, there's definitely going to be a point next season where Harden has this weird renaissance where, like, Harden is so back. And you see all these Bleacher Report highlights talking about he had 34, 15, and 9 tonight. Harden back in his bag tonight, the beard. But then in reality, come playoff time, he has 14 points, 7 turnovers, and shoots 21% from the field.
He's had a huge fall off. I don't get it, dude. Like,
yeah, that's another guy. Like, it just happened.
It seems like yesterday he was putting up 40 a game in Houston and almost beating the Warriors.
Even like the Nets games last year, he was still putting up numbers.
Yeah, until he got hurt, he was putting up huge numbers. Oh my gosh, God, that just sucks. The injuries suck. I will say this: if there is a coach and a team to blow a 3-0 lead for the first time ever in history, it'll be Doc Rivers.
Yep, the biggest collapse of a head coach of all time. Okay, what would be worse though? This 3-0 collapse with Embiid with a torn finger. Like, that is not a small thing, because I think if he is healthy, there's no way the Raptors come back in this one. No way, even for how bad Doc Rivers is. Would them losing up 3-0 be worse than that collapse, the Josh Smith game? Which is worse?
The Josh Smith game. Oh.
I think the Josh Smith game is still worse.
Why?
I mean, do you remember, like, watching that? How much better the Clippers were?
The thing is, if you look at
that was their chance. That was their year.
If you look at those Clippers teams and the talent they had, like, I feel like they had depth like that.
Those
Redick,
dudes
Matt
were
Barnes,
in their prime, too.
Jamal Crawford. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They were all in their prime. Redick was a monster.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think this would be a bigger collapse, even with Embiid with a torn finger. 3-0. Never been done before. I think that's a bigger collapse. To lose 4 straight to the same team you just beat 3 times in a row would be unbelievable.
Facebook, NFL, NBA fans tweeting out that Doc Rivers is going to be the next Atlanta Falcons head coach.
If they somehow lose this series, that would be shocking. Would they? And the thing with the Sixers is
right now, if you're looking at it right now, say Van Fleet comes back for game 6, they got to go back to Toronto. Embiid's still hurt.
Tybal's not playing in Toronto.
3-2. Who's winning this series? I would say it's probably Sixers minus 125 right now.
Yeah, I was going to say about even odds.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But the thing is, if you look at the Sixers roster, their starting 5 is pretty good. Their bench is horrible.
Their bench is terrible.
Their best guy off the bench right now is Georges Niang.
What's crazy too is Brett Brown was the worst coach I've ever seen coach a legit good team in NBA basketball. It's no different with Doc Rivers. It's the exact same thing. And the Sixers, arguably, Doc Rivers has more talent than Brett Brown did.
I don't know. The Sixers' best run was that Jimmy Butler year.
That's true.
That was their best chance. That was their year.
But even then, they're that one Kawhi shot away
from the finals.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think they might would have won.
Yeah, with if all the Warriors players get hurt, then probably.
If it's the same scenario with the Warriors guys getting hurt, I think the Sixers win.